absolutely, he does it. I don't know how he does it, quite frankly, and I've seen so many of their matches, I still can't quite figure it out, but the man just does it through sheer machismo and absolute huevos of steel. I don't even know how else to describe it, but we're going to see what wins out here. The unstoppable force versus the immovable object. NickC and John Numbers, welcome to Top 8 here at Momentous, the small battlefield we go.
Yep, to the theme of Psycho Soldier. No better theme for Captain Falcon, and how we mentioned how intense that game can be, as we'll see how it works out here for NickC right off the bat. Doing a good job asserting his dominance early.
Yeah, immediately ripping him off the ledge, trying to go for like an attempted stall side B, just pulling him right back up. And you were saying Psycho Soldier, you got to be kind of a psycho to deal with John Numbers match at time. And that is one way to do it right there, just completely demolished him. That's what we were talking about at the ledge. You hang out there too long, that down there is going to come find you.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to welcome yourself to Top 8 there. You got to clean yourself off on the welcome mat before you step into the building.
I got to take a sip of my drink, my goodness.
Yeah, man's a god. Unreal. But no, immediately John Numbers answering back the steadiness of John Numbers, unfazed in the force of all of that. And yeah, NickC wanted to get off on the right foot, but John Numbers is so good at keeping their mental state just calm and in check. They know exactly what pace they want to play at Ajax. They will not ebb for anyone.
But former Nintendo World Champion, baby, and this is a reason for it.
We gotta bring it up.
You gotta bring it up at least once every single
We have a quota
bet.
to fill here, folks.
Yeah. And right now, just continuing to pressure him, getting back a slow lead. Also, you can never fall asleep on the kill power from Wii Fit because of deep breathing every single time. Right now, you see like NickC trying to stay on the go because you do not want to take one of those F tilts right now. Woo!
Oh, man, NickC's always good at that, getting those reverse Falcon dives in those scenarios where it's like, oh, I'm about to get edge guarded, and Psyche's turn the tables just like that. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, what could have been a disastrous situation right there for John. It's still not a great situation either, as the first hit there converts into the turnaround back air. So NickC, once again, putting on his foot on the gas here, trying to extend his lead.
And the shotgun blast is that back air. Charles called it that earlier, and it's stuck with me ever since. It's such a strong move, and especially off ledge like that. But Stu, how are you feeling about the change-ups, like in terms of what Numbers has been doing here to kind of slow down that aggressive play from NickC?
I mean, it's not going to slow down NickC. They're going to go charging headlong into whatever they find, and whether or not they hit or miss, only Providence can direct. I mean, yeah, John Numbers is able to pull it out and at least ebb the flow just a little bit, but I mean, NickC, you know that they want to keep John Numbers at ledge, keep them as uncomfortable as possible. As little space as they are able to allow is all that John Numbers will get in that back air. May well be the coup de grace for this one as well. But yeah, you got to watch out for these rolls. NickC cannot afford to overextend, or else you give John Numbers ample opportunity like this.
Oh, man, that was terrifying there. We saw the forward tilt was almost enough to take out NickC there, but another sign of life here. The vital signs are still picking up a bit of a pulse. How is he avoiding all of these hitboxes? Needs one clean hit here. Will he be able to get John? No, John fights his way back to the stage.
Ooh, great. The dash attack will kill off the top. My goodness.
Look at that smirk from Nick. He knows what he did.
Don't act like you don't.
I
know you hear me.
He's within range. I cannot get over the fact.
Like, gotta put my headset on.
We have human interactivity, and we have a matchup where it's very hard to get interactivity. We were talking about social distancing, right? That's kind of what Wii Fit does. She doesn't want to be anywhere near you. She likes to keep you out. But NickC, like you said, such a wall breaker, finds his way in. Look at that evil smirk that he had. Yep. It's just run. I think Numbers said run it right back, so I'm pretty sure we're going back to small battlefield here. How are you feeling, Flambeau, in terms of like what happened in that game? It was very even for the most part, but what do you think NickC did successfully to be able to run it back?
Well, I mean, the one thing I'm wondering about is, has NickC landed an up smash yet? Like, still today?
Oh, he did. Yeah, and he finished the match with it, too. It took him like 20 times, but he finally hit it.
But no, I think he's doing a good job right now. I mean, so far, he's actually kept it pretty easy closing the distance. Like, his game plan has been, I'm going to hold forward, and I'm just going to stick to it. And honestly, it's been working. He's making the proper adjustments with his movement to avoid some of the hitboxes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like you summoned it into existence. You put out the pentagram, and out from from the depths it came to catch that first stock.
That's a very scary pentagram. I don't want a Falcon up smash being anywhere near me, but that forward is going to catch him off stage. Koopa, how you liking numbers played so far?
It's been solid so far. Obviously John likes to play at a bit of a slower pace, likes to control the pace of the match himself, but Captain Falcon has such incredible burst speed, and Nick's combo has been absolutely insane. Not today, bro. Don't let it be you. Don't ever let it be you.
Don't ever let it be you. That's really the like the name of the game.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, look, it's starting to hit now. The accuracy's getting there. And now what do? You got to watch out for the check at the ledge. Obviously, one of the best counter ledge trap cat characters in the game. But NickC just meeting numbers every single time. Speaking of, we're trying to go there. Don't fight NickC off stage too much, though. Numbers is a great counter edge guard player.
Oh, man, gives him that tangerine slice right to his face, man. Deep breathing, gonna go ahead and secure another one with the sun salutation there. But not too far behind here. We're gonna see how NickC can bring this back.
Makes you wonder. I mean, this dude is able to just charge into anything and make the most of the situation. But, I mean, when you're talking about something like that, all it takes, I mean, I was about to say all it takes is one stray hit of that
All it takes is one mic.
Yeah. I gotta say, it's been very impressive how, despite the explosiveness that John's been able to he maintained dominance for a large portion of that set after that first stock. The F tilt gonna extend out, and listen, the warrior pose to finish it off. You gotta make sure you stretch.
That felt way more like Sunday school ruler slap to the wrist type hit right there. It's like, man, like NickC just being super unruly and just numbers shutting it down. Speaking of that shutdown, one of the things we're so used to seeing, you were above stage a little bit too long there. Numbers is so good at using Sun Salutation as a gut check. It controls the pace of the game. You use it kind of just see how people react. Charge it a little bit. Do they jump? Do they not jump? Do they like to approach grounded? And that's what he did that game. He threw out a lot more Sun Salutations compared to the first game. It stuffed him out a lot more. I think that was a big key to the success of that match.
And that's kind of the difference between these two. I mean, NickC is out here, for a fight. John approaches it like he's solving a math problem. But that's the thing, and I actually mean that in a complimentary way because he really is such a cerebral player and will get you into your own head as well if you are not prepared for it. It's just, this is the one guy, NickC, that it might not work on because he's just going to charge in no matter what, even if it's to his own demise.
Yeah, and both players starting to get it.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Yeah, coming out like a bat out of, that place. But, again, and John Number started off that match real early. Deep breathing is something we've kind of glazed over as the set started, as it's one of, Wii Fit Trader's X factors in any set. But, despite the early damage, NickC coming out the gates, real strong. And, the best part about these top players, man, is that they know when to smell the blood in the water and when to go for the jugular. So let's see what the response is from John. And right now, it's been, pretty solid on their end.
Yeah, the poke there, not quite enough. NickC still trying to extend this lead a little bit. A nice retaliation from John. He's looking for the poke. He's like, come on, let me get that F tilt. Just come here. Let me just tap your forehead, you little rascal. But he can't quite catch him.
Oh my God! And speaking of just the pressure, NickC going in now with the stock lead. He understands this is a borrow time stock. The deep breathing's on deck. That one trying to go for a hard read on the roll. He's been conditioning him out at ledge, so he's just kind of swinging. Maybe get him on a neutral get up, get him there. The up B is going to give him stage position though. Still looking rather scary right now, especially against a character who can easily make you pay for going off stage like that.
And I love those little moments of hesitance from NickC where it's like, no, that's the Falcon, just wanting to see the fear in your eyes. You see him dashing in, doesn't quite go in. You see him trying to play with the ball at the ledge, doesn't quite connect with it, but you know that you have to watch your recovery now. And now that John Numbers is on the attack, it's a very different complexion to this one. Not quite even just yet, but John Numbers could be looking for an advantage on the stock count. Not going to be able to get it quite yet as we reset. Raptor Brew so good, though. One of the better up B options in the game.
Just so aggressive at a disadvantage. Both of them pretty much. Numbers was kind of being a little bit more defensive with some air dodges later on, but catches him again on the get up. This is still a scary spot, however, for NickC because he's going to get foreign throw and he's got to take this mix up.
Yeah, John's done a really good job of closing the gap. It kind of is something we haven't really talked too much about, is that he's done such a great job keeping things close. The header, once again, going to connect as NickC in kind of a rough state, but able to land back on the ledge to reset things.
And I'm not worried at all here for John Numbers. Yeah, he's behind by a little bit, but we saw how quickly he was able to rack up that damage on NickC's current stock right now with some deep breathing that, you get that one hit, he'll be racking it up in no time.
Yeah, that quick little knockdown back to the stage. John Numbers able to react out of that and get back stage control. 197, but still, that second stock, you got a long ways to go if you're John Numbers. I mean, that coup de grace has to come from somewhere. It's probably still trying to set up with the item play even that close. John Numbers will simply not be deterred. I have to respect it.
Yeah, finally gets a K off of a trade there, too. You saw Numbers was consistently just looking for a jump call off the ledge or something to get NickC, but NickC trying to go for the up B to catch Numbers going a little bit too high. Now you're at that situation again. Do you guess correctly? You didn't, because now Numbers back on stage. This is deep breathing, and it gets the up smash. Now all of a sudden that thing likes to work often, and that is going to be NickC putting another one, a notch on the belt. But the thing is, we are not done with the set just yet, because it is now best of 5 territory.
Yeah, no, we are in the big leagues now. As you know, John's gonna have at least one more game here, you know, to get us back in the thick of things. As you know, we talked about the up smash percentage so far, it wasn't working out for Nick immediately. As you see right here, you know, John Numbers trying to catch, you know, maybe trying to catch Nick jumping at him, you know, with the neutral air, but instead opts to stay grounded, goes for the up smash, converts, and now has himself on the doorstep of moving on and loses bracket.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a bit of a tough one for John Numbers here. We're going to see if he can make the adjustments and bring himself back. Runs off the stage, gets that deep breathing. I like it. Going to go ahead, maybe plank a little bit, set up on the ledge. No, gets caught by the Raptor boost and is being hunted down here by NickC.
But you gotta think, I mean, if anyone has the means to do it, it is John Numbers. No! NickC is not going to have any of that! You don't skip leg day. Certainly Captain Falcon doesn't, and it's going to be the down air that finishes off stock number 1 at 18%. John Numbers able to get a little bit of momentum, but I mean, how do you stop this?
I mean, you gotta. I mean, if it's a Wii Fit, you gotta be feeling at least a little bit proud about not
Yeah, I don't think she can play either. I mean, she does yoga.
Yeah, but the problem is he doesn't need to pay for the classes anymore. That's probably the issue.
All right, you got it.
Now stuck at the ledge. F-tilt not getting the hit 2 times in a row there. That could have gave him possibly good stage position. There's a sun salutation to get positioning. No dash attack as well. This is starting to look, again, very similar to the previous stocks. If he got him again there, that possibly could have been a knee.
A lot of momentum being carried over by John Numbers, but nothing in terms of a stock quite yet. Looking for that tilt. Back air, not going to kill from across the stage. Don't be silly now, but NickC is going to get a second lease. That is a max rage Falcon, and Falcon hits hard enough. Those quick little pokes on up air. I mean, just enough to establish that aerial space. John Numbers cannot press buttons and establish item play for free up there, and you know what NickC has in mind.
Oh man, we almost saw the dunk come out from NickC there. Couldn't quite have it find the mark. We see John Numbers struggling immensely here to get this first KO. NickC is throwing out, you know, a little jab here, a neutral air there, a nick of a dash attack, and it's all adding up. Finally, the sun salutation finds the mark, but 77% and counting on John Numbers.
Yeah, you know, this is definitely not an ideal situation if you're you know, if you're John. The fear.
Wait, oh yeah, he's just dead.
Wow.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
he already used this jump there. He was forced to air dodge away, just staring him down with that up smash.
You can't kill me, I'm dead.
I go out on my own terms.
And you gotta at least respect the conviction of John Numbers in that instance. But yeah, scared away from the up smash, and that's one way to avoid it, I suppose. But jab 3 is going to send them off of the ledge. This is where John Numbers does not want to be. It's been proven. NickC's gotten so much off of ledge by giving as little space as possible. I mean, we saw from the very moment I saw that side B scoop up John Numbers from below the ledge, I thought, oh man, this might be NickC's set. I mean, Flambo, what do you think? What does John Numbers have to do to get themselves back into this thing? Because it's looking more and more like they're just getting carried away by the tide.
You pray a little bit. On top of that, no, honestly, like I still don't think it's that bad. 99% on a Captain Falcon. Yeah, he has like mid amounts of rage, but it's like, all right, just get him off the stage, right? That's the first part. Get him off the stage, get him in that edge guard scenario, try to force him off, get that quick one, and then just get that deep breathing and rack up the damage hella quick.
I mean, I was just gonna say, John Numbers did just lose that deep breathing, you know, a couple seconds ago on that exchange, and you know, without it, it's just so hard to, you know, mount this comeback. The closing speed of Falcon is so crazy, but the F tilt right there will connect. So, you know, John Numbers gonna at least get some health back with the Sun Salutation as well. So he might be down, but he's definitely by no means out of it.
You were just saying a second ago, better pray. It's this music sure feeling like we're taking him to church.
Yeah.
It's that feeling.
Got a church across the street.
Hey, that's true. It is right there. And right now it is in a situation where one of these two might be meeting their maker. Unfortunately for John Numbers, he's potentially out of the bracket if he does not get this right now. But this is NickC, potentially a narrow way off stage or a down tilt coverage. You decided to try and find your way back in, and NickC hasn't really done down tilts the entire day. Finally catches him at the ledge. What an incredible set.
Yeah.
But with how much they were doing at the ledge, you knew that the down tilt was going to have to come out one way or another, even if it's not, as a 2-frame option. Just something that's you're going to back him up to the ledge, back him into the corner, and this Metaview moment is going to show you, yeah, this is where NickC has been living this entire time.
Look how low that is, though.
Yeah, hold up.
It caught the hand, and then it just went into that one animation. So, yeah, we're just going to... Yeah,
Can I get a thank you. Can I get a question mark? Thank you. Appreciate it.
I mean, if you want to be that way, that's fine.
All right, hold up.
Go ahead.
I want every single Captain Falcon who's gone on Twitter and complained about not getting turned around. Delete your tweets, please.
All right, let's see.
The up smash, that down to look at it. That 2-frame.
See there it's justified because it's the head.
Yeah, but
I'm putting my hand behind my back because you can't see the gesture that I'm making to you on camera. So
all right, I forgot you're a Falcon
Yes,
player.
I am, Ajax.
Yeah, you don't need turnaround. So, Flambeau, how you feeling overall about that set, man?
I mean, that set, kind of what you expected, right?
Yeah.
I mean, immovable object, unstoppable force, NickC, John Numbers. I don't even know if I did that in the right order. Either way, it was NickC rushing that Sugar Honey Iced Tea now. And then on the other side of that, John Numbers trying to slow it down, right? Really trying to Mr. Mime him out, trying to box him out. But it did not. And my miming is like,
you're working on it. Don't quit your day job,
anyway,
though.
But
we're getting there.
We're getting there.
But like you mentioned, the counter ledge play was so important right there. Like we mentioned, Wii Fit Trainer, we've seen it all day today. John puts on a master class at camping you at the ledge. If he has any semblance of an advantage, he's going to put it in the park, and he's going to be like, you have to find a way to get around this. And like we mentioned, the closing speed of Falcon is so intense. Falcon having multiple ways to dunk you, whether it be by down air, by up tilt. We saw the down tilt come into play there. That's one of the best moves in the game in regards to why did that just send me that far?
Yeah.
What happened? That is the one-way express to no man's land, and it was a very impressive game from Nick. Obviously, he's one of my favorite players to watch. He's one of everyone's favorite players to watch.
Yeah.
You've seen the streams. You know what I'm talking about. At home, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But we're going to keep the good times rolling, folks, with a